Start. Um, so, a warm welcome to all of you. Can anybody guess the temperature difference between inside auditorium and outside in Vellore? 10 degrees. 10 is a very good answer. You say 10 anywhere, it's most likely going to be the right answer. Statistically, I didn't hear that. Yeah, and the rule of 10. I thought it was the rule of nines, ma'am. We made it 10. We'll make it 11 soon. Okay. So, I mean, students must be happy that, we are getting such wise, what do you call it, advice on how to pass exams. So, a warm welcome to all of you. So, as you know, we've got two events of entertainment. There'll be one entertainment today for the batches that were supposed to meet in 2020, and another one tomorrow for the batches that missed out on 2021. Today we hope to finish by around 9:30, 10. I think we should be done by then. We are also live streaming this, and there are quite a few watching, and generally we get quite a few people watching it later on, depending on time zones and people who want to watch it relaxed. So we hope to have quite a few people watch this alumni reunion program. This is the first time we've actually gone hybrid, and we've had very positive feedback that people are able to watch, connect, and also watch it later on, I think, which is a good thing, because if you realize one thing that COVID has done to us, even though COVID doesn't seem to be there now, it's affected a lot of travel plans, get-togethers for a period of another 1 or 2 years. And most people say that it's going to take a couple of years before we all get back to our normal schedules, especially those of you who are abroad. Coming back to India is not going to be as easy. Okay, so one thing that COVID has done is we've gone virtual with a lot of things. And that means that some of our interaction has to be virtual also. Okay, how many of you have smartphones? How many of you say that, no, I'm smart enough, I don't need a phone? Okay, so we'll take out our phones, go to a website called menti.com, menti.com. It's not just for students, it's for all of you. This is just a little thing to get interactive, and the people online can also, and watching us on YouTube can also do this, menti.com. I'll bring it up on the screen, and the camera can focus on it so that the people online watching on YouTube, there'll be a lag of 20 seconds, but that's okay. Okay? What does it say there? If you've, Menti is menti.com. If you've gone to some other website, shut it down. Okay, it's asking for a code, so let's switch. Okay, so the code there that you'll need to enter is 85967550. And you've got a question there. 85967550, and I hope it works in real time. This is only the second time that I'm actually doing Menti. What would you like to see? So you can do multiple choices. So you can click 2, 3. And in real time, you'll see, as of now, Bablu's leading with singing Baby Shark. Do any of you know the context to that? Do any of the students want to come down and tell the context of why Bablu is singing? Bablu is our principal, by the way, Dr. Solomon Satish. That's winning. Is Bablu here? No, he's at home. Do any of the students want to say why Bablu singing Baby Shark is such a big hit? No idea, Sergi. So we'll get to one of the students whose parents are probably in this reunion.
Artificial intelligence, which happened last alumni meet. There was a doctor who was doing a speech at the last alumni reunion, and she showed us a clip of Dr. Solomon sir singing Baby Shark and with animation.
Okay, this was done at this was actually done at the CME about how you can use AI to make a person's face seem like he's saying anything, and she presented a short clip of Bablu. We know him as Bablu. You probably know him as Dr. Solomon Satish Kumar, who's presently the principal singing Baby Shark. I wish we had that clip now. We could play that. I'll try to bring it up. We may have it somewhere. I'll try to bring it up later. Okay, so it looks like that we're still voting. If you noticed Gumbal, how many of you know how to spell Gumbal? Honestly, tell me. Okay. Okay, Dr. Sanjay Goval, how do you spell Gumbal? GUMBAL. How many of you agree with that, Gumbal? See, my principal. See, the Gumbal has a lot of people, so I've just put H everywhere I could. GHUMBHAL H. So for me, it's the exact opposite of you, sir. Gumbal, because there's a lot of people, I put all the H's together. Okay. So then it doesn't sound like Gumbal, sir. So you want to put a lot of B, so it'll be Gumbal. Oh, a lot of L, so it's Gumbal, okay. So we will see a lot of Gumbal action here today, but looking at the general impression, we will request one of the students to go and meet your principal on Monday morning at 9 o'clock and say that the alumni of CMC from everywhere have requested you to sing Baby Shark, a Baby Shark. Who's up to the challenge? Bablu is not here. There's no admin here. Who's up to the challenge? Dr. Sanjay Goel is up to the challenge. Okay. No, none of the students are putting your hand up. Okay, so we'll leave that. So we will try to get Bablu singing Baby Shark. So welcome to this evening. We'll start off. I'll hand over the mic to Dr. Divya, who will be conducting the evening reunion entertainment today. Over to you, Divya. Please welcome her with a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. It's really nice to see everybody here once again. And we're all really looking forward to another evening of a lot of fun and entertainment. We'll first begin with the batch of 2020. Can I welcome them on stage, please?
जन्म 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 साथ चलना यूं ही कसम तुम्हें कसम आके मिलना यूं ही एक जाहे भले दो बदन हो जुदा मेरे होके हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा मेरी सुबह हो तुम्ही और तुम्ही शाम हो आते हैं बस ये सदा मेरे होके हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा मेरे होके हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा तेरी बाहों में है मेरे दोनों जहां तू रहे जिधर मेरी जन्नत वही जल रही अगन है जो ये दो तरफा ना बुझे कभी मेरी मन्नत यही तू मेरी आरज़ू मैं तेरी आशिकी तू मेरी शायरी मेरी मौसीकी तलब 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 बस तेरी है मुझे नशों में है नशा बन के गुलनाई में मेरी मोहब्बत से आती है बस ये सदा मेरे होके हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा मेरी सुबह हो तुम्ही और हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा मेरे होके हमेशा ही रहना कभी ना कहना अलविदा
Thank you. So much for that. Can I now invite batch of 1970 onto stage, please?
ஒருவன் முதலாளி உலகில் மற்றவன் தொழிலாளி If you're looking for a pleasant holiday, come to Vellore, Vellore, Mary. Hey. Vellore, Vellore, Mary. Hey, Vellore, Mary. Hey, our ladies are nice, our gents are full of spice. Come to Vellore, hooray!
Please
Let's
join
do that
in.
again. One more time. Come from Delhi,
Please
come
join
from
in.
Bombay, come from Hyderabad, come from Chennai, come from Minor, from God's own land. If you're looking out for a pleasant holiday, come to Vellore, Vellore, Mary, hey. Vellore, Mary, hey. Vellore, Mary, hey. Our ladies are nice, gents are full of spice. Come to Vellore, hooray! Desmond has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is a singer in a band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says that she takes him by the hand. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. La 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 la. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. La 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 la. Happy ever after in the marketplace. Desmond lets the children lend a hand. Polly says that doesn't pretty face, and in the evening she'll still sing it with the band. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. La 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 la. Obladi, oblada, life goes on. La 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 la. As you probably realized, these songs we were singing when we joined CMC many years back, 1970. So if you know the songs, as we sing them, please join as we sing them. We'll go on to one of very famous, very obviously very popular with many batches. Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Surangani Kamal, Surangani Kamalam, Surangani Kamalaganava. Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Malo, 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 Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Once the Manusian met the Manushi under the mango tree. Said the Manusian to the Manushi, will you marry me? Once the Manusian met the Manushi under the mango tree. Said the Manusian to the Manushi, will you marry me? Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Malo, 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 Surangani Kamal, Surangani Kamalaganava. Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Malo, 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 Surangani Kamalo, Surangani Kamalaganava. One and the moon and Anji Ariele, Yele Mere, Yele Potamutam Padinale. One and the moon and Anji Ariele. Yele mele yele petam. Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Kamalaganava. Malo, 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 Surangani Kamalo, Surangani Kamalaganava. Goodbye to you, my trusted friends. We've known each other since we were just 16. Together we've climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABCs, skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. And the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone.
Friends, while we just completed regaling you with our songs, we thought we'd let you know how, as a class, we've kept so fit. So we're going to do some exercises now. Now, if you hear any creaks, those creaks are not our bones, they are the stage. And if it's not the stage, then you need to get your hearing tested. But we are looking forward to demonstrating how you can stay fit as we are at our age. You know, the announcements were supposed to be made by our golden-tongued classmate called Dr. Jebakumar Kingsley. Sadly, he's not here, so there aren't that many jokes. This wooden-tongued one is a poor substitute. But I'm sure that my classmates will make up by their swinging exercises.
இதுவும் ஒரு ஃபீலா ஜாலியாக தான் இருக்குல்ல என் ரவுடி பேபி
All the rowdy babies here. One and two, three and four, five. Get ready. 6, 7, 8. Go.
ये गोली सोडावे ये करी कोळंबे वो कुट्टी पप्पी ना take me
ये सिल्क सट नी वेट कट लव सोट talk me
hey my dear मच्चा नी मनसे वच्चा नम ओरे सिकला नेंजु जिगजिगला
my dear रानी ये ड्रीम लवानी நம்ம ஒண்ணா சேர fire பத்தி கிருச்சா
नम बीच पको पोता पांगी के सानी ये मुडय रौडी बेबी
you my only girlfriend I'll give you two gender we make us new friend baby
Stop. End. Cut. Enough practice for this year. Next practice 5 years from now. Thank you, folks. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much. Can we give batch of 1970 another round of applause, please? That was really lovely. So now I'd like to invite onto stage batch of 70. Batch of 7980.
Check.
Hey, champ.
Could we have a huge round of applause for batch of 7980?
Yeah, applaud, applaud.
Please, can we have the stage lights on, please?
Actually, we look better without the lights. Anyway,
Hey, don't turn the lights off just because sir said that, okay?
we noticed some batches have come in black, we're in white now.
Stage lights on, please.
After the swinging 70s, it's tough to beat that performance. That was terrific. Special appreciation for our anatomy teacher, Miss Maithili Paul. And Deepak, yes, absolutely. They taught us anatomy and see where they got us to. Like we used to say, anatomy is a dead subject, as dead can be. It's killed all these cadavers and now it's killing me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the batch of 7980. Divya was having difficulty getting both batches in her mouth. We are an unusual batch because the Madras University had hiccups that year and we landed up being a double batch, 7980. We are the batch where the 5.5-year course became 4.5. So we were 90 in our class. Otherwise, everybody senior and junior to us were only 60. And so we were the experiment for the 100-member batches which came much later. I must warn you, there was no space in MIQ, so they failed 30 of us in final year. And we went on a picnic that day with only those who failed. So that's the batch of 7980. I must tell you also that the batch of 78 produced principals and directors and stuff, Alfred Job Daniel and Sunil Chandy and all that. The batch of 81 produced a lot of scientists who had ICMR institutes. The batch of 82 did principals and directors again. Our batch, no principals. None whatsoever. We had one vice, and that was Molly. Yeah, so this is our class. We've come from all over the place. There are quite a few unusual people. If any of the batches still sitting out there, come up, man. Anybody else in class, just come. We won't make you dance. Don't worry, just come. Come. Yeah, anybody from Nagapatnam can also come. Coming on a stage right now is Greta. I must tell you about this because somewhere during college, when we were in college, Greta developed a lot of joint pains. And she went to medicine and she went to orthopedics and they just couldn't figure out what was going on. They said she's got some sort of arthritis. And finally they figured out it was John Arthur. And so now she's Greta Arthur. The arthritis stuck. She's now the mother of Nagapatnam. And so in our batch we've got a lot of interesting people. There's a guy called Ira Goldsmith. Where are you now? Yeah, he's doing some CME tomorrow. When he was in college, he was printing the toad. Now he's printing 3D chest walls or something like that. Crazy things happen. Our spread in our class is also quite a lot. We've got somebody in Kashmir, David Paul. We have in UP, Ann Rudra. We have in Gujarat, Beulah. Somewhere there? Yeah. We've got people in Maharashtra, unlike many of the other batches who seem to concentrate only in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Yo. So basically what our class decided, we can't meet the talent of the 70 batch, the swinging 70s, they're a different class altogether. So I'll just stand and talk for some time and then we'll get off stage again, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a song. One of the biggest shows we put up when we were in college was Evita. For that time, it was the biggest show. And Sanjay Goval, who now transplants livers, was Che. And Deepa was the voice of Evita. And so I'll ask Sanjay and Deepa to come up and sing something for us.
I just wanted to say before I start, if I may, that when we joined for anatomy, Dr. Maithili Paul was heavily pregnant. And when I became an intern, Dr. Glory Alexander was heavily pregnant. But I had nothing to do with either, just an observation. Can you start again? Sorry, I don't. There's an introduction. High flying adored, so young, the instant queen, a rich, beautiful thing, of all the talents, a cross between a fantasy of the bedroom and a saint. You were just a backstreet girl, hustling and fighting, scratching and biting, high flying adored. Would you believe in your wildest moments all this would be yours? That you'd become the lady of the moon. There were stars in your eyes when you crawled in night. From the bars, from the sidewalks, from the gutter theatrical. Don't look down, it's a long, long way to fall. High flying adored, what happens now? Where do you go from here? For someone on top of the world, the view is not exactly clear. A shame you did it all at 26. There are no mysteries now. Nothing can thrill you. No one fulfill you. High flying adored, I hope you've come to terms with boredom. So famous so easily, so soon, is not the wisest thing to be. You must hurt if they love you. It's been done before. You'll despair if they hate you. You'll be drained of all energy. All the young who made it would agree.
High flying adored, that's nice to hear, but unimportant. My story's quite usual. Local girl makes good words famous man. I was slapped in the right place at the perfect time. Filled again, I was lucky. But one thing I say for me, no one else can fill it like I can.
Thank you. We, unlike some people who came in black, we, Sabrimala Poreda, we thought we'd try and do silver and blue. It's a little faded, but chalega. It's the closest we could get to it. We spent all of yesterday in Pondicherry thinking together about old days, and memories come back of teachers, of classes. I can't remember the classes, but the teachers at any rate. And one of the great fun teachers we had was Dr. Sheila Pereira in pediatrics. And I still remember a clinic in the ward when Sheila Pereira took up a patient with thalassemia. And she, with this naughty twinkle in her eye, she said, you know, thalassemia was in the Mediterranean. How do you think it came to India? And she looked at us like this. And Ari Chako says, St. Thomas? Ari Chako is not here today. We heard his last lecture the other day. We also found that what they teach you in physiology is actually inadequate. There are many things which were not in Guyton. And one of the reflexes I figured out in physiology was that when you sit in the back row, that's where all the brains are. When you sit in the back row, you realize that there is something called the ischio-eyelid reflex. Continuous pressure on the ischial tuberosities causes depression of the eyelids. I just couldn't stay awake in class. But the biggest problem was not that. I had this classmate of mine. I have promised not to mention her name because she's a very venerable professor of something in this hospital. But என்ன சேர்துவா அந்த பொண்ணுல she went around saying Johnny Oman and I are sleeping together. And after a pause she said in physiology class. பேர் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். I'm not allowed to say her name. It begins with R. It ends with Y. And it has only 4 letters. She made me promise I wouldn't say her name, so I'm not saying her name. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to torture you any further with this. We want to try and see whether we can shake a leg like the batch of 70. So here comes our batch. We found out that the girls are wired much better than the boys, and you'll figure that out yourselves. Deepa and Molly have been forcing us to practice, and here are the results of the practice.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana.
Thank you so much. Can we give them another round of applause, please, for the batch of 7980? Yeah, can I now invite batch of 1990 to come on stage, please?
Check. Yeah. What you just heard was to give you a taste of what the black people are going to do. So we began the 90s in CMC Vellore as 1990. The 80s and 70s, as you saw, were an era of high standards of music and arts. And we appreciate you all. But with us, the graph plummeted. Musicians you could count on fingers of half a hand, and singers on the other half.
But what we lacked in enthusiasm and talent, we made up with bravado. But what we lacked in talent, we made up with enthusiasm, bravado, ingenuity, and recklessness. To make up for our musical ineptitude, we threw our energies into props and backdrops. We won the backdrop prize each year. Encouraged, we brought in live props in interclass music comps, which ended up disqualifying us.
But if we had astronauts like somebody we know in 2021 and Rafiki roaming the stage, those days you'll end up getting disqualified. We almost set the stage on fire though. Has anybody done that here? Okay. But it wasn't because of our star performance. There were other reasons and we won't share it right now. But what we were known was for our fun and friendship. We got along hugely as a class, and that was obvious because at our 25th reunion in 2015, we broke the record for the largest turnout. We had 84.75% of our batch here. Take that, white.
Today, we present to you, through our version of dance, whatever that may be, a musical walkthrough through the most wonderful days of our lives lived right here. We remember fondly all our classmates who were not able to make it for this rescheduled mini reunion. We celebrate that special, awesome feeling that brings us back each reunion and keeps us growing closer as the years go by. And last year we did, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. So there, okay, we're going to say.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with
me. We stepped into CMC and we felt like we were #1 just by having made it. A feeling no interaction could dampen. Friendships began, and we were there together, forged forever. The banter continues on WhatsApp.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sonic change in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone.
Feeling like someone came crashing down with the first anat and physio marks and sleepless nights for hostel day preps. From internship, first year to internship, ups and downs were a part of life. But what it made it special were that we were in it together for the long haul.
मुर्गी का जाने अंडे का क्या होगा, अरे लाइफ मिलेगी या तवे पे फ्राई होगा, कोई न जाने अपना फ्यूचर क्या होगा। होठ घुमा सीढ़ी बजा के बोल भैया all is well, अरे भैया all is well, अरे चाचू all is well, अरे भैया all is कंफ्यूजन ही कंफ्यूजन है, सॉल्यूशन कुछ पता नहीं, सॉल्यूशन जो मिला था साला क्वेश्चन क्या था पता नहीं। दिल जो तेरा बात बात पे घबराए, दिल पे रख के हाथ उसे तो फुसला ले, दिल इडियट है प्यार से उसको समझा ले। होठ घुमाओ सीढ़ी बजा के बोल भैया all is well, अरे भैया all is well, अरे चाचू all is well, अरे भैया all is well।
We got on not only together as a batch, but were very generous to extend the circle of love far and wide. We had couples both within and outside our batch. Neither seniors nor juniors were spared. Our girls were and still are the toast of the town. On July 13th, 1990, one of the wonders of Vellore concerning women became
ಕೂಡಾದೆ ಮುಂದಾನೈಲ್ ಮುಟ್ಟಗಟ್ಟೆ
முழுகுத்தோ ரத்தம் வராதே அப்படி அப்படி ஹே பாடா மாப்பிள்ள பழ பழதோப்புல வாலிபால் ஆடலாமா
ஹே ஆடோ சாக்கல சைக்கிள் கப்பல கிடுக்கு கூடி போடலாமா Don't agree me.
Our prospectus warned us that dancing was against the ethos of the institution. And there were no dance comps those days. But the girls always put up a dance in every function, and the boys copied it the next week. So the girls taught the boys to dance, except one of them who doesn't need to be taught how to dance.
Can you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you take a wiggle. For sure, looking for the dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack, the left
remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. And make you wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax in my mind, sipping some red wine.
So, as we do our final part, presenting the batch of 99, all is well.
A really wonderful performance. Can we please give them a louder round of applause, please? Thank you so much, batch of 1990. And now, as a grand finale, we'd like to invite the amazing dancers of the batch of 2019.
किसी के
Can I ask if anybody wants to watch that again? Because the lights went off. Very unfortunately. Can we have 2019 again on stage? 2019, can we have you on stage again? We missed a little bit of your performance because of the lights. "2019, once more, please."
Are you guys ready?
Are the lights okay?
You guys look tired. You want a break?
You're a honey singer. की कहानी पीली रेड वाइन मैंने पुरानी लाख रोका था यारों ने एक ना कर तू मनमानी सुनो कल रात की कहानी पीली रेड वाइन मैंने पुरानी लाख रोका था यारों ने एक ना कर तू मनमानी मिली मुझे एक अप्सरा यदि मेरे कोल आ सारा मुझको ये तू बता क्या तेरा दिल है लापता दिल चोरी सदा हो
So, ladies and gentlemen, before we close the session, just a reminder, what was the most popular option given for entertainment to be seen? We'll just try this, if it works or not. For those of you who missed round one of it, here's a reprise. Let me see if this works. The audio on the laptop is on?
Right. Thank you so much, Benji, for that. And that brings us to the end of this evening's entertainment. I'd really like to thank all the batches for putting up such amazing performances and for bearing with us and complying to all our time changes and the minuscule amount of time you were given for stage practice. Thank you so much for making this evening so wonderful for all of us also. Definitely need to thank everybody who's helped with the lights and sounds. Thomas Anand, Benny Kuchpudi, all the Audi staff, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Prem, thank you so very much. Also need to thank Noah, thank you for arranging a lot of the students to help out. So the same team that helped out last time also, Hamilton, Ebby, Prince, Steve, and definitely need to thank all the performers from the batches of 2020 and 2019. Thank you so very much. And as usual, definitely a big thank you to our alumni secretary, Mr. Dr. Benjamin, for arranging all of this. So we've all had a wonderful night. Thank you so much, everybody here. Just a few announcements for tomorrow.
Before we go on to the college song, just a few announcements. So tomorrow, the batches who are here for the reunion, we'll start at 8 o'clock with coffee and tree planting. And for the others, we will have another round of entertainment at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the reunion batches that were supposed to have met in 2021. We also have biryani dinner. I don't know, everybody calls it the reunion biryani dinner. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. here in Scudder Hall. Few changes in venue here and there because of the weather. This is open to all the special batches and also to all the intramural alumni from all the departments inside CMC. So see a lot of you tomorrow at 8 o'clock tomorrow, and all of you and much more tomorrow at 6:30 over biryani and entertainment. Shall we all rise for the college anthem? Give me a moment, we'll project the words. Oops. Thank you all. Have a safe night. Have a good night. Rested weekend. God bless.